Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WolfStalker25, and today I'm bringing you guys another video action figure review on the newly released Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Avengers Endgame Iron Man Mark 85 and Thanos 2-pack. If you do want to pick the setup, it is... Well, I did pick mine up on Walmart, so I don't know if it's still available on their website, but that's where I got mine. I do know it's appearing in Targets. I don't know if it's on their website, and it's also still available for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store, probably other online retailers as well. This set does cost about high 60s to 70, low 70 dollars. So it's up there. It's expensive, but you know what? It comes with a lot of accessories. It's pretty cool. This is a redo of two figures we've previously gotten in the line, just so it's kind of like repaints in a way and improvements in a sense. So yeah, if you've already got these figures, you could pass on them. You could get them depending on what you want to do. If you've missed out on them, this is a great time to get them because these are some pretty cool variants of the figures that we've already gotten. So this is also the end of my unofficial Iron Man week. So if you have been keeping up with the channel this past week, I was doing a unofficial Iron Man week, as I called it, where I just reviewed all Iron Man related figures, and this is ending it and closing the thing. We started the week off with a import Iron Man, and then we had a Iron Man with his first villain, and now Iron Man with his last villain for the end of the week in a 2-pack. Well, Iron Man wasn't in the first video, the second one, but whatever. Alright, so getting into this, here's the figures. They look pretty good so far. I really like the improvements that they've made on these. Thanos, I think he's pretty much very similar to what the Build-A figure was. We will do a comparison a little bit later in the video. Iron Man is also very close to what his original was as well. So before we get into the figures themselves, let's take a look at the accessories they come with. So, with Iron Man, you do get a set of fisted hands. You do get a set of fisted hands. They do have the repulsor in there, and they look pretty good. Decent paint job on them. Look alright. And then you get a set of repulsor hands, which do have a hinge on them, which is very nice. I always appreciate that with repulsor hands having a hinge. So yeah, these look pretty good. As well as these are on the figure itself, but you do get a snap Infinity Gauntlet, Nano Gauntlet hand for Iron Man, and then the other one is just the same thing, but it's a grip hand instead of a fist or anything. So you get two sets of hands and then two other ones that are slightly different. You do get the nano blade thing that he's got that fits in the grip hand that's already on him, and then you also get a shield, which I'm assuming just kind of like slots onto his arm for his like nano energy shield. You get two repulsors and this nice blue, nice translucent blue, and then you do get a unmasked, oh, let's get the shadow off there. You do get an unmasked battle damage, beat up, bruised up, cut Robert Downey head, Tony head. This is something new for Hasbro, so they went more the import route, where they made the neck actually have a ball in there, so you can take the head off of this neck if you want to, like that one back there, or you could display it on there, and then you could put it on the figure. And then Iron Man's neck for the figure itself does remove as well. And then same thing here. Here's what the neck looks like. That's the ball. This is what slots into the body. That's what the head goes on. And then you got a normal Robert Downey head. I think mine got a little bit of a wonky paint job for the eyes because he makes it look like he's staring off to the left or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish that eye there was a little bit more front and center for a forward look, because this one didn't seem to get that same treatment, and I think I've seen other ones where the head looks normal there. Alright, those are your Iron Man accessories. Here are your Thanos accessories. So you get the snapping Nano Gauntlet hand, where it has no Infinity Stones because Iron Man did the sticky finger strategy and stole them. You get a angry Thanos head sculpt with the helmet on him. You get a helmetless, just kind of very like emotionless, normal like face, kind of like angry, and then you get the dusted away like acceptant look. So I guess you could say this is like the acceptance, like he's accepted the fate of the end, and this is him dusting away. So you could kind of like, you know, if you wanted to like do stop motion. Whoa, that's weird. The heads should be like very similar, but one sits so much lower than the other. That's so strange. It's like that one's smaller. I understand it's supposed to be dusting away, but he's like, it's very weird. And then last accessory for Thanos, we'll take it off. You do get the double-sided blade staff thing, which this sculpt is way better than the previous one. I do have the previous one on hand here, so I will do a comparison. Here's the original. Here's the new one, and wow, that is a drastic improvement. This one sucks. This one's the good one. This one's way better. So, oh, and I'm dropping things off to the side. So yeah, those are all your accessories, as well as the last fist on Thanos is the one with the Infinity Stones in it for the Nano Gauntlet. So that is also pretty cool as well. So alright, those are your accessories. Let's get a look at the figures themselves. First, let's just do a quick height check before we get any deeper into the video. Iron Man does stand a little under 6.5 inches tall, and Thanos stands right about 8.25 inches tall. So, there's your height on them. Take a look at Iron Man first. So, as you could see with my Iron Man, if you could see up there, it is a bummer. He does have bad paint work. I did get a QC error on the eyes where they painted like up on the eyebrow, I guess, too much or something. And then that one was a little bit too low on the outside. So I got wonky paint all in his eyes. It's very upsetting because there's really no good way for me to like fix that unless I found the exact gold paint. You do get nothing really in the arc reactor there. A little bit of a bummer, just kind of plain. But the gold is very nice. I do like the gold coloring they used this time around on the Iron Man. Nice detail on the back of the legs and the back and the arms. So yeah, pretty good for Iron Man. So we'll do a quick articulation check. So the head does look up that far, gets a little gappy, does get down that much. You get some pretty good tilt and pivoting on there. The neck for him, if you want to pop the whole thing off. Oh, I didn't get it. There we go. You could remove the whole thing and it will look like that. And then that's where you could slot in your whole helmetless look. So we'll do a quick look at that. So yeah, that looks really cool. That's, that's import quality right there, where the whole neck and head get to replace. So that's pretty nice. I do like that feature. And because I have the messed up eyes, I think I'm going to be displaying mine more with this armor and his like battle damaged look. The shoulders do go up that far. I don't remember. Okay, this isn't the one where it dug into the shoulder. You do have a bicep cut. The shoulders do a full 360. He does have double jointed elbows, which you could get up that much. And then the wrists do swivel, and I believe they all have a hinge. So very nice there. You do have your upper diaphragm joint, which gets back that far, forward that much. Nice little bit of pivoting, tilting to the side. And then the legs do come forward that much. Really not back at all. They do get out to the side that much. Does have an upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Let's see how far they get. Just a little off from kicking his own butt, unfortunately. And then for the ankle, there's no cut or anything, and they do go back that much, forward that much, and he does have a little bit of ankle pivot in there. So, very nice. Overall, the Iron Man is pretty good. It's just a bummer that I just had to get such a dud of paintwork for the head. So that kind of sucks. And then we got Thanos here. Let's take the camera up a bit more. Thanos is the same pretty much as what the Build-A-Figure was. Head gets... you got the head on there, so it's one of the disc and ball. So I pretty much had it as high up as it could go. So that's pretty much as far up as he could look. Down, whoop, and we're popping that off again. Down, he can get that far. Get a little bit of tilt, not very much in there. The arms do go up that far, so he can get T-pose. Single jointed elbow, can only get that far. Kind of a bummer. No bicep cut, and then the wrist all do swivel and hinge as well. And then for the ab crunch, you do get that far back as well as that far forward. And then you do have an upper thigh cut. Legs do go out that far, so pretty good out. Let's see if it gets any. Oh, and we lost the leg. That looks to be as far back as he's gonna get. Thanos doing the splits. Okay, not bad. Does have a double jointed knee as well. Oop, and we lost the leg again. So, leg popped off. That's your double joint knee. That's how far it gets. And then, do we got ankle pivot? Yeah, we got some ankle pivot in there. Ankles do go back that far and forward that much. It's not very much. You don't get very far forward and back with the ankles, but he does have ankle pivot this time around, which is very nice. The armor is pretty cool. You do have like the battle damage. Like, I'm assuming they were going for a dusted away look. That's why there's like all the little bits of gray in there, which I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of like it more as just this is his battle damaged armor. But the gold is very nice as well. I do like the gold that they use this time around. The last one wasn't bad either, but this is a little bit more of a nicer gold. And then they fixed the front here. So, yeah. So, overall, Thanos is pretty good as well. I do like it as a comparison to the last one. So, really quick, let's get Thanos out of here. And then here is a comparison with your previous Mark 85 Hasbro Iron Man. So, yeah, I mean, overall, pretty similar. They pretty much darkened up all the gray. It's not as silver like on the old one. The gold definitely got darker, but the red got brighter. I almost wish they kept the same red here, but made it shinier. And then I would have been pretty happy, because, like, I can't swap or if they would have just used the same red, here as here. Either way, it kind of sucks that I can't swap the helmets, because this one's got a bad paint job. But yeah, overall pretty nice. So you could have your, earlier in the movie Mark 85 here, and your later one here if you really want to, depending on how you want to do it. And then we'll get Iron Man out of here. We'll bring in the previous Thanos. So, here is your previous Build-A-Figure armored Thanos. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, the golds are different. One little bummer is these aren't the same gold, and these aren't the same, style here. So, if you did want your, fully armored look for Thanos without a gauntlet from the beginning of the fight or something, you could have it, but then, you got two mismatches. I wish they would have just done the same as this one here. They could have used the same gold, even though I like this gold more. But then, now you got a Thanos with no arms. So what do you get? You get a double Infinity Gauntlet Thanos, a Nano and an Infinity one, which looks a little weird because that fist is so much smaller than the Infinity Gauntlet one, but, you know, I mean, you could have that, I guess. So, depending on how you want to display your Thanos. So, switch the arms back. Alright. Then for a little bit of a comparison with your new Iron Man and your new Thanos with their old counterparts. Here you go, there's a look at that in case you're interested. And then one other quick comparison. Here's a look at your, I think this was the first 10-year Iron Man, Robert Downey head, and this is your new one, and yeah, the new one just looks so much better. That quality is way better. The only downside is the head is a little bit big, so if you put it on this suited body, it does look a little silly, you know, compared to this one, because this one's so much smaller. I know that's a complaint that a lot of people had. When it's on the figure, it looks okay, but when it's on, you know, a human body, they are so small, and the neck is so tiny as well, it just doesn't really translate well. We'll do one more look at the Iron Man Robert Downey head on another figure. If you did want to see it on the Mark III, there you go, and I think that looks pretty good right there. So that also looks really nice as well. So yeah, let's do some quick other size comparisons just to round out the video. Here's Thanos really quick next to his other form that is his unarmored look. If you did want to get a look at that, there you go. And then, oh, last comparison with Iron Man. Here he is next to the SH Figuarts Battle Damaged Mark 85. This is the one that I have in my display. So he's a little bit taller, but I like the look of this one just a lot more. I like the gold here, though. The gold is very nice because it's darker, but there's your SH Figuarts comparison. Let's get out somebody else. Here he is next to your Sentinel Iron Man. There they are next to your Figma Samus. And Star Wars The Black Series Captain Rex. So Thanos is obviously taller than everyone. And then Iron Man scales up pretty nice. Here is next to your Mafex Batman. And who else we gotta do? Oh, Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Red. Your Halo Master Chief from the Spartan Collection. Your Reveltech All Might, who is, you know, looking the same size as Thanos, actually. Well, he's smaller. So, and then last but not least, your Mezco Stealth Iron Man. So, there you go. There are all your size comparisons. If you were interested in any of those, now you know how well both these figures scale up to other ones. You know how they look with their old counterparts. You've seen all their accessories. So, if that hasn't changed your mind on how you feel about the set, I don't know what to tell you. But I personally liked it. It's Iron Man, it's Thanos, it's Marvel's biggest bad guy so far. And can't wait to see what they do next, obviously. So, if you did find this video helpful, I would always appreciate a like down below, as well as a subscribe if you are new and haven't already. It does help out the channel, gives me motivation to keep doing these videos, because I like it, and I also, you know, like the interaction that comes from all of you. Let me know in the comments, are you going to pick up this set? Are you going to pass on it? I mean, it's, you know, it's, if you got these, you know, that's up to you. Like, do you want to get this one again? I personally think these two are improvements over these two, especially with the ankle pivot on Thanos and the better, you know, blade and all that good stuff that you get out of these two. So it's nice. This Iron Man comes with a lot of accessories. You get a lot of accessories for the $70 price point. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Hopefully you have enjoyed my unofficial Iron Man week. I know I did. At some point, I'll have to do a whole Iron Man collection video showing off all the different Iron Man figures I got in the collection. So, if you did enjoy this video, let me know in the comments below. If it was helpful, let me know as well. And I will see you all next week for when we go over whatever we go over. Got a lot of stuff I gotta do. Got a lot of World of Halo, Marvel Legends. What else? There's a lot to go over. So, all right, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate all of you, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.